I'm back. Alright. So I'm gonna start off with a little prayer like I usually do. This is gonna be quick. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Alright. Now, I'm gonna start with Ecclesiastes first today. Just talking more about the Christ and like why God sent the Christ and that type of stuff. So we just gonna get right into it. We're gonna go to Ecclesiastes 3:15. We're gonna start with this. It say, that which has been is now, and that which is to be have already been, and God requireth that which is to pass. Now God's saying right here, he's saying that which have been is now. Saying this all like past tense stuff. So he's saying what already been is now. So this video I'm doing all that, he's saying this already happened. Now we finna go to the next part. It say, and that which is to be have already been. Saying this video that I'm doing, I already did it. And God required that which is past. But it's saying basically right here, it's saying, even though all this already happened, God required all this to play out. See, time really don't exist. That's like a man-made concept. Why you think like when you dreaming, you never know the time, because like that's when your spirit roaming. But we living in like a simultaneous universe. Like right now, the past, the present, and the future. We doing all this right now. Like what I just said right now is in the past. What I'm saying right now is present. And what I'm finna say is in the future. You see what I'm saying? But it's all happening at once. Man, it's crazy, but we gonna go farther so then y'all gonna understand though that with God, like, he can do a whole bunch of stuff that the man can't even fathom. So, but next we gonna go to Isaiah. This Isaiah 7. This talking about the Christ. Talking about, and this I'm finna show you that we, you know what I'm saying? If you be chosen by God, I'm gonna let the video talk for itself. All right. This Isaiah 7:14. It say, therefore the Lord himself shall give a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Now the Hebrew name for Emmanuel, it means God with us. So God's saying, when he do this, it's gonna be a sign showing that God's still with us. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, like back in the day, people started believing that God wasn't with us just like now. Like a lot of black people, we believe that God forsaken us or whatever, but he really didn't. You know, we be, man, to keep it 100, we know we be tweaking. We be doing a lot of wrong, but we don't like to get judged. But then we gonna get right into the signs. Now go to Luke. This is gonna help you understand, you know, the whole Jesus situation better, because a lot of people don't understand like how he got here, or they be thinking, they tend to think that he the Father when he really was sent by the Father. You know what I'm saying? So this is Luke. We gonna go to Luke 1 to help explain it better in the Bible. Right here. All right. This is Luke 1, verse 37. 28. Start at 28. We're going to start at 28. And then we're going to stop at 35. It say, and the angel came and to her and said, hail, you are highly favored. The Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women. And when she saw him, she was troubled at his saying, and cast in her mind what manner of salutation this should be. And the angel said to her, fear not, Mary, for you have found favor with God. And behold, you shall conceive in your womb and bring forth a son, and you shall call his name Jesus. He shall be great and shall be called the Son of the Highest. The Lord God shall give to him the throne of his father David, and he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever. In the kingdom there shall be no end. Then said Mary to the angel, how should this be, seeing I know not a man? And the angel answered and said to her, the Holy Ghost shall come upon you, and the power of the highest shall overshadow you. Therefore also that holy thing which shall be born of you shall be called the Son of God. And then you go down to verse 137. It say, for with God nothing shall be impossible. Just like how it's mathematically impossible to create the earth according to science and all this, how we just floating in the middle of nowhere with the sun to give us energy, with the moon and all this at night. Like somebody made that. If you don't believe this, I'll tell you this. My car fell out of thin air. And that means you should believe that. And if you got common sense, you know that that's not, you know what I'm saying, that's not real. You see what I'm saying? You know that's not real. So where did the first two human beings ever come from? You mean to tell me they just fell out of the sky and somebody was like, oh, no. Science won't even back that up. Like, you see what I'm saying? But we gonna keep going. We gonna go to John 5. You know what I'm saying? Showing like once you believe in the Christ and all this, it open up a door for you. No matter your race, color, what type of sins you've been doing, etc. You know, like that ain't. It's past that. God know your heart. This John 5. We gonna read 12, verse 12. I mean John 1. My mistake, y'all. John 1. I got my little right, my hand right now, a little sloppy right there. John 1. We gonna read 12 and 13. It say, but as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believed on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of flesh, nor of the will of men, but of God. So that right there basically telling you, if you believe on his name, God giving you, he gonna give you the opportunity to become, you know what I'm saying, one of his sons. That's an opportunity, but you gotta still do your works. Faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying? The Bible teaches you that you gotta play your part to the best of your ability. God, the all understanding, the all merciful, so he understand that we gonna make mistakes down here. And then we go to John 3, 16 and 7. He telling you what's going on right here. He say, for God so loved the world. Don't miss that part. Love the world. That's a word that really can't be understood. That he gave his only begotten son, that whoever believed in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God sent not his son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. Showing you that he didn't send his world to send his son to condemn the whole world. He sent his son to help save the world. You know what I'm saying? To help preserve some of us. But the thing is, God already, he know. Now look, we gonna go to 1 Samuel. We gonna go to 1 Samuel. This showing you that God, he know, but he wants you to turn back. He say he ain't gonna forsaken his people. You just gotta believe them words, and that's got a lot to do with it, your belief. This 1 Samuel 1 Samuel 1. That's 1 Samuel. Okay, now it's 1 Samuel 12. Y'all see how I designed it? It's real confusing. All right, we gonna start at 20. This 1 Samuel 12. It say, and Samuel said to the people, fear not, you have done all this wickedness, yet turn not aside from following the Lord, but serve the Lord with all your heart. Saying that even though, you know what I'm saying, we did all this wickedness, God know our heart, you know what I'm saying, we still was chosen to be a part of God plan. Some of us was putting, different trials and tribulations. He ain't put too much on you that you couldn't take or that I couldn't understand in my eyes. Cause I ain't turned aside from following the Lord. So, cause once you keep following him, one day eventually he gonna start revealing why you was going through whatever you going through. And then, we go down to 21. It say, "And turn you not aside, for then you should go after vain things which cannot profit nor deliver, for they are vain. For the Lord will not forsake his people for his great name's sake, because it had pleased the Lord to make you." So he basically saying right there, like, off the strength of his name, he gonna upheld his word. Like, nah, y'all my people. So don't turn from forsaking, because God already knew anyway. You see what I'm saying? God knew what you was gonna do before you do it. That's why he tell you. That's why I say that God know when you gonna go to heaven or hell, because he's the Almighty. He already know what you did before you did it, because you already chosen. You chosen, even though your wickedness, like, man, you can't understand. That's why he say my thoughts are higher than yours, my ways higher than your ways, because God think higher than us. So you might think that he wouldn't understand something you did, but you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You got to see for yourself. And then you go right here, this John 9. We're going to go to, John 10. Go to Romans first. We're going to go to Romans first. I like this. We're going to go to Romans 8. Showing that you was already a part of God's plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though, like I say, we doing well, we did whatever we did, you still a part of God's plan. God he's seen the best in you. You know what I'm saying? That's something you ain't seeing yourself. This 8:28. It say, "For we all, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose, for in whom he did foreknew. That is, see what I'm saying? In Jeremiah, it say, before I placed you in the womb, I knew you. See what I'm saying? So God saying before he even put you down here, he knew you. You was predestinated for this. That's why I say, from who he did foreknew, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, this means additional to what's being said, whom he did predestinate, talking about more people, them he also called. Saying, so the people that he called to, he predestinated them. And whom he called, them he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified. See what I'm saying? So if you called by God and you ain't turned and went astray, you just gotta hold on to the end. Like, I know it get rough. I'm going through the same thing with y'all. The devil try to knock my faith every time. But, I ain't gonna let the devil win. But then we're gonna go to John 9. And this showing you that Jesus know who on his side, you know what I'm saying? Because you already pre-picked by God. You pre-picked. You know what I'm saying? So this John 6. John 10. Because I got to say this one first. All right. John 10, verse 27. Jesus say, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. You see what I'm saying? He said, I know them and they follow me, because you already pre-picked. And then once you go to 6, 70, John 6 and 70, it shows you that Jesus already know, like, who on his side and all this. It showed, because now look, this 665 before I get there. And then and I got one more verse after this, and this finna be the end of it. After these two verses. Now this 665. And he said, therefore said I to you that no man can come to me except they were given to him of my Father. Meaning that the Father gave you the Christ. He picked you to follow the Christ. And then verse 7, it say this, Jesus answered them, have not I chosen you 12, and one of you is a devil? Saying right there, like, he know what's going on. I picked a person, you know what I'm saying, that he knew went with them already to show you that he know. Like, it's really a rhetorical, it's really rhetorical to be like, but I ain't gonna get too far into it. But this the last verse. You know what I'm saying? Just showing that you gotta keep believing and keep trusting God, because it's gonna get hard down here. The devil, just like he wanna try tempt you how he did Job to try to break you. But God know your heart, and he know, because he the Almighty. That's why God let Job get, you know what I'm saying? He let the devil do it because he already knew. You see what I'm saying? God already knew. He's the all-knowing. He knew Job wasn't going to do nothing. That's what people don't know. Like, it's deeper than your understanding. It's deep. But this finna be the end. This Romans 6, there's 3. I'm going to go 3 through 5. It say, know you not that so many of us were baptized into Jesus Christ, were baptized into his death. Therefore we are buried with him by baptism into death, that like as Christ was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in the newness of life. Basically showing even we should be resurrected too. For if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death, we should be also in the likeness of his resurrection. Showing long as we do to the best of our ability to be as Christ was here on this earth, because God the all understanding. Now I'm going to go a little more into depth before I log off right. Now look, God, he's so good and amazing. Everything we did, he knew we was going to do it, but he still created us to experience this. You know what I'm saying? He wanted us to see this. It's millions of people live way before us. God really ain't even have to make us. You know what I'm saying? But he loved us so much, he wanted to make us like, look at this. Check this out. This is raw, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? He made you to see this, and he knew what you was going to do before you did it. But that's how good and how merciful God is. You know what I'm saying? He that merciful that he still made you to experience this life. But I'm going to end on that note, you know, just everybody make sure, you know, y'all get God his praise and his glory that he deserves, and he going to do his part as long as we held up to our part. Because once you get baptized, you win. Like, you probably don't know what you did, but you really in this. Like, it's bigger than you think. Like, you in the spiritual warfare now. You went under that water. You did the requirements. Now you got to hold up your end of the bargain, or it's going to be a consequence, just like with anything. If you don't hold up your end of the bargain, it's a consequence you got to pay to this.